It is
I have to read
decorated.
mine.
Yeah.
And they're green
Thank you.
and very soft.
And then somebody
Oh, well, there you go.
I get Christine.
You have a motion
Christine ain't gonna be here.
Yeah, so if
Caroline
they
has
put Rachel down for that one.
Oh, they changed it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think Christine called.
Christine's not gonna be here.
Oh, I didn't see it change.
And I haven't heard from Sarah.
Did it change?
Well, we'll put Councilman Rose. Or Mayor.
We have 1 minute.
We got 1 minute, yeah.
One minute. He's going out front to see if anybody.
Oh, he brought his gavel.
What? I thought he was going out front to see if anyone wanted to come in.
That was sitting next to William, so I didn't even remember.
Yeah.
That's what my husband said. Well, 42, right? Oh, yeah, there's it.
Yeah, most of the signals gone out there, there's not much of it left.
Is that right?
There's 40 signals left, about 8 years ago,
Yeah.
so most of it's gone, there's not many left out there.
Okay. It's 3 o'clock, so I'm gonna call it a special meeting for the Sierra City Council to order for July 28th, 2020, and we're recording, right? Okay. Madam Clerk, may we have a roll call, please?
Mayor Rick Mueller,
Present.
Mayor Pro Tem Rachel Gray,
Present.
Councilmember William Benning,
Present.
Councilmember Gwen Calhoun. Present. Councilmember Sarah Pacheco. Councilmember Carolyn Humphrey.
Present.
Councilmember Christine Wolf. Mr. Mayor, you have a quorum.
Thank you, Mrs. Adams. Item 1 is the acceptance of the agenda, Ms. Humphrey.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that the agenda for the regular city council special meeting of July 28th, 2020 be approved as written.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Any comments? Changes? Discussion? Deletion? Okay, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? It's unanimous, and that's 5-0 for the 2 absences. The next move to a public hearing item. Item number 2 is Mrs. Yarborough.
Well, Mr. Mayor, first I want to say, Mr. Mayor, I apologize for having to bring you together again to do this. Same thing you did the other night. A nuance in the state budget law requires a public hearing on the property tax levy prior to a vote on the final budget. So we missed that the other night, so I take responsibility for it, but we just made a procedural error, so we're trying to clean that up today.
So we're taking corrective action. That's the same. Okay.
And
Fine.
my apologies as well for not ensuring that was on the agenda last week. So what this does is opens the public hearing for establishing the property tax levy for next year. It'll establish the property tax levy rate at 11.06 cents per $100 of assessed value. So what that means is somebody would pay $11.06 per $100,000 of value on their home. And that lowers the rate from 0.1124 cents because the increase in new construction and the increased valuation raised that property tax assessment again this year, similar to how it did last year. And so by lowering the rate, that avoids the necessity for treatment taxation notices. And by lowering that rate, you do not have to publish those treatment taxation notices. So after the public hearing today, you would next vote on this item at your meeting on August 13th.
Now, we have no problem putting out the truth and taxation notices, but the problem is the cost of doing that in all the right publications would be more than the change in the tax evaluation.
That's
It
correct.
actually costs us more to keep the same rate by doing that. So anyway,
That's what the papers charge and how many different papers.
we have specific requirements. It has to be in the paper record, and it's got to be so many copies, and yada yada yada. Anytime there's a change, and all those same documents are available right now, but you just don't have to publish it.
That cost, is that the choice of the paper, what they charge for that?
Well, yeah, the paper sets the rate, but we're required by state law to put it in the paper.
Right.
And that's one of the, if you read the editorial a couple of weeks back, they were saying we need to make sure that we use the paper of record. And that's the reason why, is so that they have a guaranteed market essentially from public entities like the city of Sierras. Okay. Any other questions? At this time, I'll open the hearing to the public. Is there any member of the public that would like to address us on this issue? Seeing none, I'll close the meeting to the public. We now go on to new business. Item number 3, Mrs. Gray.
Thank you, Mr. Mayor. I move that the vote approving resolution 2020-047, adoption of the final budget for fiscal year 2020-2021 be ratified.
Second.
It's been moved and seconded. Mr. Williams, may we have the staff report, please?
Yes, Mr. Mayor, member of the council, just briefly, as a result of the administrative oversight last week, the vote that you took to approve the final budget was premature, so by taking this action ratifying that vote, you are correcting that oversight. So
That's it.
that's it.
Any other further questions or discussion from the council? Seeing none, I'll call for the question. All those in favor? Opposed? It's unanimous, 5-0. Seeing nothing else on the agenda, meeting's adjourned.
Oh, how do you know I had to get dressed?
We're still on the record.
I didn't finish that sentence from my garden.
Your garden clothes, okay.